There's something about an empty part of a map. Whether a thirst for discovery or call to adventure, it drives people to the furthest and darkest parts of the world. And one of those places used to be the mysterious rivers of Sungai Johor. My name is Tan from Klang, and today we observe the center of Johor. This is the story of Dudley Francis Emilius Hervey, who goes by Hervey. He regularly partners with Richmond William Hullard, who goes by Hullard. Hullard is a friend of his, and they both are members of the Royal Asiatic Soceity. They've previously conquered and written papers about 3 mountains in Johor, namely Gunung Panti and Muntaha, and Gunung Pulai. And at 1879, they were about to embark on their 3rd expedition to Johor, this time to visit Gunong Belumut. So, Hervey and Hullard would take a month's leave and embark from Singapore, armed with a letter from the Maharaja and a map. He charters a boat from his friend in Singapore, who dropped them off at the mouth of the Johor River at a small village, and there they would acquire a jailer. With company of the locals and time to spare as they went upstream through the rivers of Johor, they would journal stories as they hear the legends of Si Badang, the Malay equivalent of Hercules, and Tanah Sero, the legend of the tragic sunken Malay village. A few days later, they would arrive at Kota Tinggi. The old capital attracts all walks of life who travels the Johor River. And just as they boarded the jetty, they took notice of a puffing kapal api which they knew contained Mr. Hill. Rumor had it Mr. Hill was returning after hiking Gunong Belumut. So, shouting and chasing, Hervey and Hullard gained the attention of the kapal api and met Mr. Hill. They exchanged notes on traversing Bukit Belumut, but alas, he had conquered it and was on his way to Singapore, concluding his adventure. So, Hervey and Hullard got the info they needed and went back to town to settle in for the night. Navigating the Johor River was made simpler with guidance from books. For example, James Richardson Logan was referenced several times in Hervey's writings. Logan was another adventurer who had previously investigated the Johor River. He was credited for co-cartographing a nautical map, which I believe to be the same one that Hervey and Hullard were using during this trip. And at their next stop, their fate would intertwine with the late Logan's memory, as a villager who housed Logan 30 years ago shared stories with them, as together they shared a dinner table. The next few days would have them sail the last stretch of river, followed by a 4-day hike, and finally they ascend Blumut. Hervey and Hullard would have the satisfaction of being the first few recorded to conquer Blumut. But more than just a mountain, what they've also achieved is joining a conversation. This conversation, started in the past with Logan, is now carried by Hervey and Hullard in the present, which extends to whoever who seeks Gunong Belumut in the future. This conversation is history. Opinions and recollections through the years, strung together, creating a dialogue transcending time. And this particular conversation just so happened to take place in the center of Johor. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to post a link at the description of the Google map where I tried to triangulate these guys and their travels based off their writing. I tried my best, but some of them, probably the names changed or they're lost in time. But if you want to see Hervey, Hullard, Logan and the gang's trip, be sure to check it out.